Man of Steel was released in 2013 and was directed by Zack Snyder and produced and written by Christopher Nolan, and it stars Henry Cavill, Amy Adams, and Michael Shannon. In here, this tells the origin story of Superman, Clark Kent, or Kal-El, as he comes to Earth, tries to find his place, and fight for what is right, while meanwhile a looming threat from General Zod comes over, and Superman must rise up to protect Earth and humanity from a devastating plot. Man of Steel is my first review I will be giving because with the release of Shazam! Fury of the Gods coming out very soon, and they have the Flash trailer come out during the Super Bowl, and the DCEU as originally envisioned sort of by Zack Snyder coming to a close officially this year, I want to review every DCEU project leading up to the release of Aquaman 2. So we're going to start off with Man of Steel. This movie came out when I was about 10-ish years old, and I remember that I saw this movie, and it gave me hope. It made me want to make a difference, and it kept me going. And Henry Cavill's Superman became my role model. That's what I decided I was going to strive to become. And I remember the monologue Jor-El gives him in that Kryptonian ship always has stuck with me, has become my philosophy to this day of how to live, where he tells him that's what this symbol means. The symbol of the House of El means hope. And embodied within that hope is the fundamental belief in every person to be a force for good. That's what you can bring them. You can bring them hope. And that has forever changed my life. So this movie is very much meaningful to me. This has a lot to do with me, and it carries a lot for my life. So I have a stronger connection, and you need to know that before we get to the review, which we're going to talk about right now. As far as I'm concerned, Man of Steel is a masterpiece. This is not only a fantastic superhero film, it is a brilliant character study, a stunningly gorgeous movie to watch, and has a surprising amount of depth, and is an excellent film. I consider this literal art. This movie brings Superman to life in a way that no other film ever has. And I love the Christopher Reeve Superman. Christopher Reeve is fantastic as Superman. However, I have such a strong connection to this movie, and I love the way Superman is portrayed in here. Rather than Superman coming out and being this bumbling Clark Kent, which I like a lot. I like when Clark is like that, and him being, just flying and confident. I like that this is a more human Clark. We see him struggle, and Clark starts the movie almost on a search. He's searching for his purpose, and he has these powers, but he wants to know how to use them, and he's human, and Clark shows such restraint and so much good. He has just so much good in him, and you can see it, and he learns throughout the movie, though, how to become even better as a person, as part of this world, and it's so emotionally moving and powerful. And when he finally gets that suit, it feels so earned. And the scene with Flight, by Hans Zimmer, which, by the way, Hans Zimmer's score in here is one of the best scores ever composed. This man had to do a theme and score for Superman, which was done previously by John Williams, the master. So he had tough, big shoes to fill, and he did it so very well. This movie's score is wonderful, but that scene in Flight really personifies Superman. That is amazing. And Henry Cavill kills it as Superman. Henry Cavill is my Superman. This is what I picture. He looks like if Superman came off the page and became real. And he plays Superman with a constrained amount of emotion. And Superman is human, but he's also just got that love. You can see the love Superman has and that hope. He really feels hopeful. I love the way Superman is represented in here. And you feel like you're watching Superman be born. You're watching him rise and become more powerful, and it's so moving. Michael Shannon here as Zod. He is a phenomenal villain. I like that he's not just, I'm General Zod, I'm evil. He's like, no, I cared about my world. My world is dead. I will make a new world, and I will rule that world. And he's even first like, and Cal wants you to be a part of that. And the dynamic between him and Clark is just fantastic. I love Clark's interaction with people, and Amy Adams as Lois Lane is also wonderful. I love her in here. And I love the way the chemistry is between her and Clark. This movie, just in general, has one of the best scripts ever. I can rant about everything in this movie. I love it all to pieces. And you can see the way they use CGI, the power of Superman. And I love the suit. It's fine. People don't like it. I love the Superman suit in here. And I love how well made this is. It's just gorgeous. The film is beautiful. It's honestly sublime. It's just such a wonderful film. My only takeaway I have from the film is I think the Krypton sequence at the beginning goes on a little long, but I love that sequence anyway. And I don't really have any other complaints. I love the ending. I love Clark. I love Superman. I love them both. I do think the jump of the army going to his side is a little fast. Aside from that, I have no complaints with this movie. The way Jonathan and Jor-El play out from his fathers and the way he understands and becomes things, and the cinematography, the effects, everything. This movie is gorgeous. I love Man of Steel so much. I'm trying to spoil it because I think you should watch it yourself. It really takes Superman on a fantastic journey, and I wish we had gotten more because this is such a good film. I love Man of Steel to pieces. I think it's one of the best films ever made. I definitely think you should go check it out. I'm going to give Man of Steel a 9 out of 10. So thank you guys as always so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you all next time.